Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals. Welcome back to my channel and the first budget plan with me of January. And I am starting off with a bit of 2022, first budget of 2022. And I am starting off with a bit of a confession. We didn't really track our budget in December. We just tracked sinking funds and we only did that right at the end of the month. So I will go through what we spent in December sinking funds wise, but there ain't much to say really. And this, as you can see, is not filled out. And I don't intend to fill it out because we didn't track half of it. So I'm just going to go through these sinking funds we spent in December. So on the 1st, we spent $12.98 on gifts. And the only reason we tracked sinking funds was because we spent a lot of money on gifts. And we wanted to get that tracked. We bought our Christmas tree on the 5th of December for £55. We paid for a prescription on the 6th of December for £9.35. As you can see, the rest of the week is blank. We definitely spent money, but just not on sinking funds. On to the week before Christmas, we spent £300 essentially on gifts that day, £200 on gifts that day, and £400 on gifts that day. As you can see, we spent a lot on gifts. And then the following day, we spent another £200. Lots of gifts. We then, on the 22nd, spent £30 posting gifts and £40 on the cats. On the 26th, I spent £205 on clothes for me and Soch and £35 at Fat Face on a gift. Into the first week of January, on the 28th, we bought some Christmas lights for £14 and my car broke down and we paid for that to be repaired for £350. That is all of the tracking we did in December because we didn't do it. I'm not going to lie. So other things I have for this plan with me are these washies here. These two are simply gilded. This one is Colourful & Co and this one is Planner Face. At both Colourful & Co and Planner Face you can use Tilly 10 to save 10%. I do have a working relationship with Planner Face, but not with Colourful & Co. She's just a friend. Then here I've got some stickers pulled out. These two are from Colourful & Co. These two are Planner Face. These two are Planner Face. This one's Planner Face, and this one's Colourful & Co. So that's all ready to set up my weeklies in January. But for now, I'm actually going to go through and set our January budget with you. So I have my iPad here, and I think probably what I'll do is pop just that down and open up our budget spreadsheet. So I don't know how well you can see this. You should be able to see it pretty well. And we're just going to go through. We're going to scroll along. We're going to start with January and go up to the top of it. And we're going to go through what I'm going to set each thing as. So our mortgage is a fixed price. It's £1,400 and 75 pence. Our water bill we put into a sinking fund, we keep that the same. Our heating and energy bill I'm keeping the same at the moment. Obviously that may change. Phone and internet, we have upgraded our phone and internet, but the business is actually going to start paying for them. So we don't have to budget anything for that. Council tax is the same. Our phone bills are the same. Most of this is going to be the same obviously, and our pet plans are the same. So they're all of our utility bills. We're still going to give a £5 to Mind. I still have my Patreon subscription to Llama Letters for £4.80. This is still 12 and 5, but actually we probably need to increase that because we probably need to include Headspace. So I'm just going to make a note to myself here to include Headspace next month. I can't be bothered to work out, not Headspace, Duolingo next month because I need to work out what that needs to be. YouTube is the same again. My Planner Face subscription is the same. And our bank account is the same. On to household. Right, our cleaner. So, I need my phone as well. So our cleaner actually has tested positive for COVID. So she's not back till the 11th. So that are 3 weeks we're paying her in January. I think we're paying her £50 next week. So we pay alternate weeks 50 and 40. So I think we're on 140 for the month. Cleaning supplies, we always budget £50. It's just a good amount. The cats get £50 into their sinking fund. Though how much is in our sinking fund? Shall we have a little nosy? See whether we actually need to be doing that. So let's pull up sinking funds. So how much is in the cats sinking fund? There's absolutely tons in the cats sinking fund. But I think £50 is probably fine. So we will actually leave that because we have been putting £100 in. Budgeting stuff, I don't actually need anything at the moment. So I'm actually going to not budget anything for that. There. House bits, I do like to have just a bit of spare money sitting around. £300 for petrol. Oh, petrol prices have increased so much recently, but as we didn't track it last month, how much did we spend in November on petrol? Let's just have a little nosy. Did I write it in? Here is the age-old question. Shockingly enough, I did not. Can you see why I stopped doing that? I'm just going to budget £300. It'll be right. It's probably in my spending tracker, but shall I check? Let's have a look at my spending spreadsheet. Here. Did I track November? Yes. So, travel. We spent £275, so actually 300 is probably absolutely fine. So we will keep it at 300. Maintenance, repairs, service is going to stay as is at 160. That is a sinking fund. Our insurance and tax, that's the correct amount. Eating out, going out, I'm going to reduce to 250. Groceries, I'm going to put up a bit because we haven't done a big shop this month. So I'm going to put it up to 450 because that's January and February's big shop. Study is a sinking fund. We put that in. Okay, fun money, again, I'm going to budget £100. However, we do have overlap from last month. So, because we didn't track in December, it's a bit tricky. So still had six. In fact, I'm just going to budget what we would have had in December, which would have been, because I think there's plenty in there, and I'm trying to have a no spend month. Oh, I didn't even work it out. Jesus. Okay, well, I'm going to put what we had in December in that case. Oh, why am I like this? Why do I not track things very well? As you can see, it's been a bad couple of months for the budget. So I'm going to put what we should have had in December, I think, like that. And Social gets a bit extra because of my Patreon and my Planner Face sub. Exercise is a sinking fund there. Bits and pieces can also have the normal 25. Clothes is a sinking fund. Presents is a sinking fund. These are all sinking funds, so they all stay as they are if we can. And that is that. So that is our budget all worked out. Let's get rid of the keyboard. To be honest, what I do now is so that is our budget for the month, broken it down. So that should work out as, hang on, copy, paste. That's loads of money because we budgeted more for our fun money. We need to look at this probably, but I think that's what we're going to do for now. So yeah, that is our budget all set up. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit stressed about this. I need to look at it properly at the end of the month and work out February better. But anyway, for now, let's just set up our weekly tracking spreads. So if you've been watching this channel for any length of time and you've seen my budgeting videos before, what we do is, first off, we decide which order we want these in. So we pop a habit tracker here, and that is to mark any like non-essential no spend days. We'll then grab a full box, put above that, just here, and I'm not sure having these in the back of my planner is the most helpful thing in the world for this setup. And then we pop a strip of washi along the bottom just to make the page pretty. This is just to keep me coming back to the spread and to check in with my budget, which obviously hasn't been great recently, but hopefully will get better now we're in January proper. We need to get back on top of this. We've had a bad couple of months, as you could tell from how little we tracked in December and how the fact that I never really closed out November's budget. But, you know, it is what it is. That's real life. And whilst I'm proud of the steps we took in November in our budget, in 2021 in our budget, we need to keep them up in 2022, and that is just not straight in the slightest. Though we did have a big win in our budgeting journey. We managed to finish 2021 with our wedding fully funded. So we still got our honeymoon and my new car that we need to save for before we do too much else this year. But that's kind of where we're at, and I'm really, really pleased with that progress. So yeah, I'm just going to go through and finish off these spreads. let me know now that I'm not using budgeting kits what you want to see from these videos. I don't normally intend to walk you through that little spreadsheet that we did there, but I will normally walk you through what we spent, and that will be normally a bit longer than the 2 minutes of these are the sinking funds we spent. Maybe I'll go over sort of what we how we did with our sinking funds and stuff, and how we did with our budget categories. If that sounds like a good video to you, let me know in the comments down below. Obviously this one is a bit different because we have been a bit useless the last month, but that's kind of fine. It is what it is. We'll make it work as we always do. Actually I want that one. Just sticking these on my hand, and we're gonna have Doggy in the fireplace for the last one. There. So, trying to remember what goes with what. So just put these down to make the spread work. Cute there. As I say, these pages I just make pretty to make me coming back to them. If they weren't pretty, I wouldn't look at them, and that would negate the point in the budget and tracking. The only way to budget, in my opinion, is to check in with your budget every single day so you know what you're spending. I genuinely think it is the most helpful thing when it comes to budgeting, is to know exactly where your money is going. And admitting on the internet definitely helps you not spend money when you like on impulsive things. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, that is kind of our budget set up for the month. This is a super short video because there's not a lot to say really. I mean, I could track the last couple of days that I haven't tracked. Oh, I know what else I can do while we're here. I need to recreate this page here on this inside tab here because yeah, I do. So let's do that whilst I'm with you. That's just to remind me of my categories and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to use the same black pen. So we have utilities is our grey category there. And what I haven't said is that I don't know whether you know, but in my last what's the word? In my last planner, I did track any shop spending that came out of our personal accounts, and I am going to keep doing that in the new year on that same page. I just don't have the same setup for it. So our categories, which are our 10 overarching categories, which was how that spreadsheet was broken up. It was broken up into 10 like overarching categories. And maybe one day I will go through that entire spreadsheet in a bit more detail with people. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. That's just how we set our budget. That's not the best way to set a budget, it's how we do it, and it works well for us. So yeah, I'm trying to not put these in a line and higgledy-piggledy, but it's not very easy. It's hard to do like something intentionally random, isn't it? Because you can't ever be completely random. So our 10 overarching categories are utilities, direct debit, household, going out, travel, groceries, Socians fun money, my fun money, other and sinking funds. So this is just our colour coding system, and it works well for us. So these were customs from Colourful & Co. I'm sure she will do the customs for other people because I know she's done some for Rhymer Plans as well. So if you want these sort of budgeting trackers, just shoot her a message. I'm pretty sure she will help you out. Though she does have budgeting trackers as is, I just wanted like quite different colours. So yeah, I've actually got some more on the way to me because as you can see, some of the colours are a bit depleted. But yeah, so that is just our page there. I don't even know whether you can see that. That is our page there. That's to set up to check in with that. And then we have our 4 weekly spreads. And as I said, our budget is all set up on my spreadsheet. I do need to sit down and look at it properly before the end of the month. And on this page here is where I will track any business spending. So let's just pop in a Tilly journals. We will write in this pen if I can, or Tilly journal because that's all I have space for because I didn't wait, no, can we, yeah, there we go, Tilly journals there. Then we're going to have date, what / where, and then a cost. And that's it really. Maybe I will divide that up with some washi or something, and let's just pull in a strip of washi for along the bottom. I'm really not happy with how that brush lettering looks, but it's fine, just to make this page a bit prettier. It's fine, it's cute, it'll do. So yeah, that is it for my budget set up for January. So we have my spread that I started off last month with, and we've got the first week or so. I could track, let's do that in fact. Make this video slightly more interesting and track the first few days of January. So looking at our current account when it loads, oh my god, why is it being so slow? Any spending this month? No, there's literally nothing on there. It's the 3rd of January. There hasn't been a bank holiday, non-bank holiday / weekend day yet. So things like stuff like direct debits won't have come out yet. Nothing on the credit card either. I'm sure we spent some money. I just don't know where it is. Maybe it just hasn't come through yet because it's all... The only thing I found so far is on the 1st we have my Patreon subscription because that comes out anyway. So that's a direct debit. So that came out as $4.80 on there. To be fair, I'm not actually sure we have done any other shopping. So that's because I'm trying to do a no spend in January. So that might actually be it. We do need to go and buy some groceries today. But yeah, so that can just go on there. Most other things won't come out till tomorrow because tomorrow is the first non-bank holiday of the month. Non-weekend or bank holiday of the month. That means we need one more full box for here. So let's try and find a cute one that matches. This is my... this is my... all my full boxes and stuff where I pull from. There's no wee in chocolate will work, that's fine. It's kind of the right colour scheme for what we got going on the page. There, for the 2nd, and then today is the 3rd, so we can move my bookmark. And as I said, I think I've said already in other videos, this is one of the other thicker bookmarks that were a prototype. But yeah, that's all I've got for this budget video. Sorry, it's a little bit shorter than usual. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Let me know how your budget's looking down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.